This is a video for the Integers 3 lesson on multiplying and dividing integers. Make sure you have your notes page ready to go, and we will start. All right, for multiplying integers, we are going to start by using a number line again, just like we did for add and subtract. But I do think you're going to find the rules for multiplying and dividing a lot easier than it was for add and subtract. So here we go. 2 times negative 2. That means 2 sets or 2 jumps of negative 2. So I'm going to start at 0, and I'm going to make 2 jumps of negative 2. Here's 1 jump of negative 2, and here's a second jump of negative 2. Look where I ended up. I ended up at negative 4. So this is just like repeated addition. This is repeated addition gives us a multiplication answer. The next one, negative 2 times 3. So we could say we're going to make jumps of negative 2 3 times. So I'm going to start at 0 again. I'm going to make some jumps of negative 2 once, twice, 3 times. That's 3 jumps of negative 2, and I ended up at negative 6. So notice on the first problem I had a positive number times a negative, and I got a negative. On the second problem, I had a negative times a positive, and I still got a negative answer. So as you see, when you have one of each sign, a positive and a negative, it doesn't matter the order, your answer will come out negative. So let's fill that in down on this chart. It says if the signs are different, meaning you've got one positive and one negative, so in other words, a positive times a negative, or a negative times a positive, then your product or quotient will be negative. All right, let's see what's going to happen if they're both the same sign. Well, we know a positive times a positive is a positive. That's the multiplication facts you've always been doing. But if I have a negative, let's say negative 2 times negative 3, remember, that negative sign I could also interpret it as meaning the opposite of. So I could separate that negative sign in front of the 2 out and still think of this answer, the 2 times negative 3, would still be like my answer from up here. It would be negative 6. But then I want to take the opposite of it. The opposite of negative 6 is a positive 6. So I had a negative 2 times a negative 3. That gives me a positive 6. So when the signs are the same, meaning they're both positive, a positive times a positive, or a negative times a negative, then my answer is going to come out positive. We don't have to worry about all that absolute value stuff, the sign of the bigger number. These rules apply to both multiplying and dividing. 2 positives, positive. 2 negatives is positive, and one of each sign, your answer is a negative. So let's do some of these problems together. All right, so I see negative 5 times negative 3. Both signs are negative, so they're both the same sign. I've got 2 of the same signs. Well, same sign, my answer, my product is going to be positive. So once I know that my answer is positive, then I just ignore the signs and I treat it like a normal multiplication. Negative 5 times negative 3, that's going to be the same as 5 times 3, so 15. And I know my answer is a positive, so I'm just going to leave it 15. You could always put a plus sign in front of it, a positive sign. You don't have to. When there's no symbol in front of it, we assume it's a positive number. Let's try the next one. Negative 3 times positive 7. So the signs are different. We've got one of each sign. We've got one positive sign and one negative sign. So when the signs are different, our answer is going to be negative. So I'm going to do the multiplication, ignore the signs for a sec. 3 times 7, that's 21. But I know since the signs were different, a negative and a positive, my answer is negative 21. Honestly, that's all there is to it. Same rules for division. Let's try some division problems. 36 divided by negative 4. I'm going to ignore the signs for a sec. I know 36 divided by 4 is 9. Now I'm going to look at my signs. I have a positive and a negative. One is positive, one is negative, so my signs are different. When the signs are different, your answer is negative. I could check it by working backwards. -9 times -4 gives me a positive 36. Yep, that's what I started with. Remember that multiplication and division are inverses of each other, so you can check them by doing the opposite and working backwards. Let's try the next one. -20 divided by +2. Try it on your own. The signs are different. Think about what sign your answer is going to be. 20 divided by 2. You should have gotten -10. Because 20 divided by 2 is 10. Different signs, your answer is negative. And finally, -44 divided by -11. Ignore the signs. 44 divided by 11 is 4. What's the sign going to be? Is this going to be a positive or a negative? It's going to be a positive number because they're both negative. My signs are the same. And when the signs are both same, negative divided by a negative is going to be a positive. So all you need to remember from this lesson is this box right here. You just need to remember signs are different, answer is negative, signs are the same, answer is positive, and that it applies to both multiplication and to division. Your assignment is 2 pages. On this first page, we have all multiplication problems. You're going to put your answer next to each problem. Then you're also going to use the letter for that problem, find the answer down below, and fill in the riddle. You might see the number on there more than once. Fill in that letter as many times as you see it appear. Question is, when does it rain money? I'm curious to find out what the answer is to that. And then on this page, we just have a combination. We've got some multiplication problems up top, and we have some division problems on the bottom. Rules are still the same. Doesn't matter if we're talking about multiply or divide. Same signs, positive, different signs, negative. Don't worry about the parentheses. The only reason the parentheses are there are to separate the symbols. It would look kind of weird if this one, number 1, said 8 times -5 like that. You're like, is it a times? Is it a subtract? So this way, in parentheses, we know it's a -5. 8 times -5. That's all it's doing. It's just separating the symbols from each other. That's why they're there. So good luck, and ask your teacher if you have any questions.